beautiful people? My name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an awesome day. And woof, I'm not ready for the disclaimer I have to give in a second. But anyways, today we're going to be testing out the Cavity Highlighter Palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Now, right off the bat, because I know I have to do this every single time, I am reviewing this product not because I'm a huge Jeffree fan, not because I think he's a good person, but simply because this is what everyone asked me to do. And like, this is my job. If you guys want to see something, that's what I'm going to review. If you guys don't like Jeffree Star, you don't like the brand, please don't take that out on me. I'm doing what was requested. This is my job. Jeffree gets good views, and once it doesn't get good views anymore, no one's going to review it. But like, people still click on it, so it is what it is. And honestly, I'm trying to take away the person from the brand because there's so many people behind the scenes making products, especially during this hard time, like in the factories and stuff, and I don't want them to lose their jobs. So I'm like, still, I feel like other people are involved other than just that. Also, I do upload like 6 days a week, so if this one video isn't for you, maybe the rest of them will be. I don't take any offense if this isn't your like vibe and want to watch, so I totally get that. Just please don't leave me hate down below because I already feel it in my heart and soul. But like, I feel like it is my job, it is what people watch, and obviously I want people to watch my videos, you know? So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna test this product out. I'm not reviewing Jeffree as a person. I'm not reviewing what I think of him as a person and at all. I'm literally just testing the quality of the product, tell you if the quality of the product is good because people care about that. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the Cavity Highlighter Palette. It's his first ever like long highlighter palette based off his Skin Frost series, which was absolutely stunning. Like, his Ice Cold highlighter I still think is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. And like, I don't know, I thought this was kind of expensive at $38, but when researching like what the value was of this, so the regular Skin Frost packaging, which you've seen everywhere, is 15 grams of product for $29, which was expensive, but we were sporting an indie brand at the time, and like, I was like, okay, worth it because it's really pretty highlighter. This one is 15 grams per shade, and there's 4 shades, and there's 15 grams, and it's $38. So honestly, 15 grams and $29, and then you get 4 of them at the same amount of product for $38. So I did feel like it wasn't that expensive after like looking into how much product you're getting. Now, this does come in 4 shades, and let's go ahead and get started testing out the product because I feel like I need some highlighter. Like, this is kind of like, I don't have any highlighter on it. I feel weird. So here are the swatches of all 4 shades before we get started testing them out, just so you can see them. This one came off as more chunky than the rest of them, but overall everything's really smooth and consistent. Okay guys, so this is the packaging for the palette. Personally, I like things like this where it tells you the name of it on it, like the box does, and I kind of like the tooth thing up there. I think it's cute, but this is a really pretty picture, and I think the high gloss over the image itself and not on the rest of the packaging is very nice and pretty put together. I also kind of like the tooth and the pink on the back, but I wish it said Cavity Highlighter Palette because it literally just says highlighter palette on the back. I wanted to say what the name of the thing is just for resources, and like if I ever have to tag something in, I know what it says. So here is the inside of the highlighter palette right here. Also, I just wanted to mention that I'm not reviewing the rest of the collection. The rest of the collection has already been out. The only thing new in that collection is 1 shade in a mini palette. Like, I have the full blood sugar palette. I did a whole week of reviews on it 3 years ago, and I don't feel like reviewing the same palette I've already reviewed. And the mini one literally is the same exact shades from the blood sugar palette, just 1 different shade, and I didn't feel like it was worth the investment for that. But this again is the inside of this little highlighter palette. Now, right offhand, because I did watch his reveal part just a couple minutes ago to prepare for this video, this looks so different in person than it does on camera, like in his video. So I don't know if we can tell like away from my bright lightings and stuff. This is super dark, and it's called Rose Cold. There is nothing rose gold about this. It is a shimmery warm tone brown. There's nothing rose gold about this shade, which is the one I was worried about. But then he said that you can use it as a highlighter and contour all in one. So that's what we're gonna do today. I have contour on this side of my face and none on this side of my face. We're gonna test that. So the rest of the shades are Icing Ivy, which is a beautiful icy white shade, which I want to test for a highlighter and my inner corner highlight. Candy Frost is a pink shimmery shade, which obviously we're gonna use as a blush. And then also Frozen Prick, which I'm gonna try to use as a blush, but honestly this looks intense for me. So let's go ahead and get started trying it out. I have all clean brushes to test these out today. Okay, so let's do my contour on this side with the one weird shade first, just to see how it does, because I'm really doubtful about this, honestly. So I have my favorite contouring brush, which is the F83 from my Sigma brush set. Also, all the influencer brush sets, including mine, are 15% off right now, like the regular price on Sigma's website. If you're interested, I'll leave it linked down below. But like, this is one of my favorite brushes, and it's from that set. So this is the Rose Cold shade. I'm gonna go ahead and like take a little bit on here, just like a little bit, and I'm gonna try to do my contour with this. I'm so weirded out by the concept of using that. Like he said, you can use a highlight and contour all in one. I didn't really get much. I'm gonna pick it up again and try to see if I can make that work. Because if I can make a glowy contour, that sounds kind of cute. Like it sounds kind of cute, but also I'm doubtful because I don't want to draw attention to the fact that I'm drawing on a contour. So kind of going at an up angle for this, just like get it higher on my cheeks because it is also a blush. I would say this doesn't, like this is how my normal contour looks, right? It's not the most subtle in the world because I want it to look there. I don't want my face look around. But this comes off kind of muddy, I would say. Like this, I can definitely see the glow to it, like especially on like the top end of it. I see more of the glow to it, but it does come off kind of muddy for my skin tone in particular. I feel like if you were medium skin tone, you might be able to pull this off as a contour. For me, this comes off as just a dirty kind of color that I'm not into. It's also very warm and I'm very cool toned skin, so one, it doesn't look like the color looked on his cameras and stuff, but I know lighting is weird. It's very dark for a highlighter. If you have a medium to deep complexion, I still think you have to be really deep to pull this off as a highlight because it's not that glowy. But that's the first shade I was skeptical about that we tested it first, so that's fine. I knew this wasn't going to be perfect for me. It definitely could be for some skin tones, not myself, but let's move on to the next thing. So firstly, or for the first like shade I think this might actually work, I'm going to use the Candy Frost, the pink one. I have a blush brush here from H Fun from Amazon, and I'm going to take a little bit of this. Okay, I can work with that. This is super pigmented. I just went in the pan and that picked up so much. So I'm just going to go in here with this one. Just like, he made it look really cute on his like skin and stuff. For me, I'm scared of this bright color. So I definitely am getting glow from this. Like there's definitely, like I know it's called a highlighter palette. It should have just been called a face palette, like a glowy face palette instead of a highlighter palette. But this does come off as super, like there's my normal skin flat. This comes off as super glowy. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is a very dewy, glowy blush with not too much color to it. Like if I turn my head, I'm like, okay, there's a little bit of pink in there. But for me, I feel like I would need another blush with it to make it be a blush. If you're putting this right in between your blush and your highlight, I feel like it's beautiful for that because it is like a little bit of pink to it. But mostly, I'm just seeing mostly the highlight of it all. Like you can see a little bit of color there. But for me, it doesn't look deliberate. So I would want some deliberately placed blush. But if you're going for more of a subtle blush day and you want a ton of highlighter, like this looks really pretty. I love how it makes my skin glow and it looks very natural. It's not super standoffy metallic. It's not super glittery, which I do not expect glitter from a Skin Frost formula. So it is more metallic and it does look kind of a glow from within. So I do think this one is beautiful. Now I'm going to take a Sigma highlighter brush. This is the FO2, my favorite highlighter brush from them. I'm going to go into Icing IV and try to, I'm going to tap off my excess. Go in like a real actual highlight. So I'm going to go back in. This has a little bit more gold to it than I expected, honestly. He described it as a platinum. And it definitely works for my skin tone, right? It's super glassy and pretty. But it definitely comes off as way warmer than I expected in the pan. He said it was a platinum. It looks really icy. But it does have like a peach undertone to it. And that's not just the blush I put on. Like it definitely has like a peachiness to it. Which I don't mind. Like I definitely did not expect it. But that looks cute. Like that looks really pretty. Like his Skin Frost formula has always been good. It's his Supreme Frost and his Extreme Frost and stuff that I have qualms with in his liquid one. But his Skin Frost like staple highlighter powder formula is really nice. Like that's so pretty and icy. I'm gonna put it on my nose too because I feel like I need highlight everywhere. I'm also gonna take this Icing IV shade like I do with the Ice Cold highlighter. I'm gonna take it on my pinky and put it in my inner corner because like that's something I've gone through 2 ice colds for now is my inner corner. Like every single day. Like I put my highlight on, it's usually something else like an Ofra, but my inner corner is always ice cold. I don't even care. Like I don't even put it in my description box and stuff because then it'll highlight my face so people look at. But for my inner corner, I want the ice cold. So here is the inner corner highlight. I don't know if we can tell. It's okay. It's definitely not as poppin' and icy white as the one I'm used to, but it definitely does brighten it up too. So my inner corner doesn't look super dark and dull, but like the highlight itself is absolutely stunning. Like the pink in here doesn't have enough pink for it to be a blush for me. It's more of a blush topper transition color, unless you're looking for something super subtle. Which honestly, like, I would wear this as a super subtle blush, especially for like such a cool tone look like I'm doing today. Now I'm gonna go into the orange, the Frozen Prick shade, which is it's orange, you guys. Like, this actually doesn't pick up on the brush the same way the other one does. And I'm gonna try to do my blush on this side. All again, kind of focusing it high up so it doesn't look super dragging my face downy. But like, actually this one's more pigmented. So here's like all that pink I packed on. Then here's the orange. Like, don't pay attention to this part because that's the contour. But like, it does come off as more pigmented of a blush, I put a mention too. It's just really cute. This is definitely more wearable as a blush to me. This looked intense. Like, I was scared of this shade, right? But I was like, if I type it lightly, I can make it work. Honestly, you don't have to be too light with this. You can just go ahead and like pick up a ton on the brush and then go in with it. And it's a glowy blush moment. So it's not terrible, you guys. The contouring part, not the greatest. Like, it was definitely not going to work on my skin tone. But as a glowy blush, it does it. Like, I know I have a lot on right now because it's for video purpose and I want you to be able to tell it's on me. But like, it looks pretty good. Like, it's intense. It's too bright to wear normally, but if I went lighter with it because I wasn't trying to do it for the video purpose, it'd be a cute moment. Like, quite frankly, pretty cute moment. Okay, so I'm now gonna put the icing IV white shade on this side too to like finish off our highlightery moment, which I don't feel like I need too much of because I have so much blush on over here and 3 of his highlighters on this side. So overall, because this was a very quick and simple video, honestly, overall I feel like for the $38 you are getting the amount of product because it takes forever to go through these highlighters. I feel like the price point makes sense to me. I do like the packaging. I feel like this image is really pretty and I like the pink latex moment on the back of it, but I wish it said the name of the palette on it. Like, I wish it told me what this was because I would have to look it up. If he comes out with multiple of these, it's gonna be hard to keep track of which one's called which unless you absolutely know because it doesn't say the name on it anywhere. Yeah, it doesn't say the name on it anywhere to make sure. It can at least like say it, even if you want to keep the image up here, like say it down here. Tell me the name of the palette. As far as the like quality of the products, I feel like it works. Now, one of the shades I'm not gonna get any use out of unless I use it as an eyeshadow, which I highly doubt because it is too dark for me. I wish he'd come out with a light and a dark version of this just to show versatility because I feel like he made this seem like it could be used as a contour, like he said. Contour and highlight in one. It does not work for all skin tones. But like, I don't know, I feel like this blush is gonna be really, 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 really subtle on anyone with a medium to deep complexion. So he should have just broke it up and made 2 separate palettes. Yeah, like even if you just like made 2 versions, like a lighter and a darker one, I feel like that would have been more fitting just because I do want to like buy a highlighter palette and use all the shades, which I know a lot of the time doesn't happen. And it's not really that big of a complaint because I do want everything to be for everyone, but 2 different versions would have helped, you know, so everyone's getting the most use they can out of it, which one they want to pick up or both, you know, either way. So overall, I think the palette is pretty nice. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the pink highlighty blush, the orangey shade, and the icing IV. Just that one shade, just no. Jeffree, do not advertise this as a highlight and contour one because that's not, unless you have a really warm undertone, it's still going to come off kind of weird. So, you know, I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I know it was a short one, but we were just trying out some highlighter. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. I know I'm going to take a hit for putting this video out, but I want to just stick to my guns. And like, as long as people want to see it, I'm going to do it. Like, if people stop asking for it, I won't do it anymore. But people still ask for it, so I'm still going to review it. Like, the same thing where I bought the Jaclyn Hill mystery box to unbox, even though people have qualms with her, it's because people want to see it. Like, this people want to see, and I'm going to do what people want to see. Like, it just, I don't know how else to say that properly. Like, it's not, it's I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great and safe day out there wherever you are. Bye.